Technology now more than ever before, and with that comes a certain level of risk. 41 Action News anchor Krista DuBill is working on a story to help parents and kids understand those risks. And Krista, you've spent years focusing on this, and you've really discovered a lot of information that's important to know.
Yeah, you know, a couple of years ago, as you know, we had a couple of stories that were pretty high profile. There was a girl that had met a guy on Pinterest, 50-some-year-old man, and disappeared with him in the middle of the night. It was this horrific Amber Alert, and the police report was tough to read. And at that point, that was one of the major issues when I said, we have to do something. This is such a problem. And it's just gotten worse. I'm in contact with 4 local families who've recently had enticement issues in their families with child victims and girls who are trying to process all of this. And so a couple of weeks ago, we had a 12-year-old, Blue Springs, and a huge Amber Alert issue. They ended up finding the 12-year-old with a man who'd driven from several states away to come get her. They'd met online. This is video from that coverage we had of the Amber Alert, the mom's desperate pleas for help. And the mom says she believes her daughter's with her today because the Amber Alert worked. Somebody saw them, reported it, and police were able to come in and get that girl back. And so this is a real problem, and it's really happening, and we've talked to the FBI even about how prevalent it is.
So talk to us about what police and authorities are saying that parents need to know and to understand, and why we should be involved.
Well, I want to start with, there's a brand new special agent in charge with the FBI. His name is Darren Jones, and he's got a major tech background, but he's also a parent of teenagers. So you can imagine if there's an expert on maybe what we need to know. This guy who runs the FBI here locally has a couple of teenage kids, and he's got a tech background. And he had a really great soundbite when we were interviewing him for this story, and I just wanted to share that with your viewers quick.
Where we would never in a million years would we let a 13, 14-year-old walk out of the house and we say, where are you going? And the kid says, never mind, it doesn't matter. No parent would do that, but we're doing it with technology.
So his point is, we would never not want to know where they're going, who they're with, how long are you going to be gone, how can I get a hold of you? But with a phone, especially if these kids are on the phones by themselves a lot, if you're not asking questions, if you don't know the passcode to that phone to get into it, I'm surprised at how much the FBI tells me many parents don't know the passcodes to get in their kids' phones. You're essentially letting them walk out of the house, free reign to go hang with anyone, talk with anyone, spend time with anyone, and have no idea it's happening.
And we don't know how it happens, but you're discovering actually how it happened through one case study.
Well, so one of the things that I have had the pleasure of doing is meeting some of these families. They've invited me into their homes, not for news stories because there's such a privacy concern and they've got to focus on the kids and getting the girls better, but they've allowed me in. And just to sit and learn, because I said, this is what I do. We have this KC Safe Online program. Anything you can give me will help me better educate kids and parents. And so we had this dad of a 16-year-old recent child enticement case, a 30-some-year-old man involved. The girl had left with him. They were frantically searching. They found her. He shared with me the log of their communication from the friend request that the man sent to the acceptance, and starting with hello, hi, how are you, nice to meet you. And it shows us how quickly it can turn sexual in nature. It shows us how experts always tell us that the girls initially invite or like the attention. There's a vulnerability there for a teen girl to kind of be intrigued or excited by someone paying attention to them.
I mean, you're beautiful. I want to get to know you.
And the compliments are very much, they happen. And so these girls start to trust them. This is seen in I mean, it is a classic case of the compliments, I'll be your friend, don't tell anybody. Within 2 days, there were pictures exchanged. And within 2 weeks, from what we can tell here, they were chatting other places too. But within 2 weeks, they got sexual.
And we're going to get to see all of this coming up tonight at 10 in your special report. This is a must-watch for parents, I think.
I hope they'll watch.
Yeah, I do
and we'll
too.
learn together.
Yes, all right. Thanks so much. Krista DuBill and her special report airs tonight at 10 right here on 41 Action News.